What about the kick? Oh, it flew over that. The Sofa, oh, he's lost the back end. This half of it. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Speed Without Engine, the place where fast-paced action meets pure fun. Get ready for some sick designs, crazy crashes, and tons of laughs. Let's go. Goes anyway. Is he brave or is he foolish? What he is at the moment. Over the jump backwards, no problem. Start to pick up speed. Over the jump, he's got the really tricky piece coming. Takes the jump well. Oh, flies around the corner, he nearly lost it there. He went finish line in a time of 50 seconds. That's a remarkable run. Downhill, backwards. Shamu, stroke an orca whale. Let's see what happens with this one then. End with a decent performance score, and they could be in for a successful afternoon here in. This is the moment of truth. Into the berm, went very, very high, and that gets... It's a different way around the berm, isn't it? Go really, really high, just graze the perspex and then slingshot off the corner, gives you speed towards the finish line. Come storming towards the finish line, they like it. What about the time? 39.4. Whether the lack of weight is an advantage or a disadvantage, we will wait and see, but they're very fast. It's absolutely motoring down the circuit, flies over the... So far, so good around the berm. Again, he's gone low look, and that seems to be where the team enjoying it. Very through that berm, maybe as smooth as we've seen so far. Over the ramp for the second to go, over the finish line, no-handed, almost lost it. Let's have a look at the time. 27 out of 50, but there he is, Turbo the Snail in yellow and blue, and down they go. This looks like it might be quick, you know, just because of the design of it. Look at the speed it's got on its next, it just glides through there. This is really good. Not the kicker to come after that second chicane. Here we go over the kicker, and no problem at all, just a slight wobble. Really good. Oh, they've lost their head. Don't lose your heads, that's what they tell you. Finish line, let's look at the time, 43.68, very good. This box together, and off they go. Over the jump, no problem with that. The berm, here we go towards the berm itself, no problem through there. They've managed to take the inside. Good run so far from the Red Bull adventurers. It's a decent, that's a very, very strong run all round. It's all about the time, and that time is 37. We've got small wheels once more. We've got a low soapbox, and it's over the kicker. In the driver's seat. Here's the chicane. Don't forget Dutch mountains to come. That very high jump into this jump. This one might take off over here. Over it goes, plenty of air, and it lands safely too, to the point where the drive... That's a really, really good run by DURASNEL. Smooth all the way down, and spectacular over the jumps as well. It's over his line of vision. We'll wait to see. Over the finish line, it's a really good run, and a very spectacular... The colourful nature of the soapbox will be taken into account as well in terms of creativity. Wheels might well be helping them, and they're flying through this course. The chicanes, this is how you do it. They got the design just right, and it led to a very, very quick run. And the corners posing no problems whatsoever. PEEP my ride on the way down. There's the first jump, more turns and still more chicanes, and of course still this final jump as well, which is higher, no problem at all, over the finish line. Look at the... So down they go, line. So many different soapboxes on view today. Over the first, though, as you can see, it started to get quicker all the time. He might actually want those goggles on, they might help him. This is where it starts to get interesting. The soapbox starts to fall apart. The bone rattler helped captains of GINDUSTRY with the factory to go, and he managed to stay in the back. Had time to punch the air and they couldn't stay in the vehicle at the finish, could they? Looking to get some early speed at the top of the course. They're already really motoring down the course, as you can see. It's absolutely far. What about the kick? Oh, they flew over that. Look at the speed through there. Now can they celebrate? Because they flew down the course. Right from the top, right from the bottom, they were absolutely flying. No problem whatsoever. Here's the last chicane. They can see the finish line in sight. Over the finish line, they flew down. 32.3. Fantastic run. Speed, though, on this course. The one concern you might have is the narrowness of the wheels. That's often posed a problem in move through that chicane. It's difficult when you've got to switch from one side of the road to the other. Over the ramp they go, where they just start to really quick right from the top. Over the ramp there, where they started to shed pieces of bodywork. The acid test for them. This whale tail ramp with a dip in the middle. Nosedive into it, still they go. And here, where it nosedived into the whale tail, and you wondered there whether it might all end, but it didn't. They managed finish line very, very fast. What a run. Now can they stop it? Oh! So he's going to stand all the way down, which is brave. Oh, a little bit of front-end action off the bouncy, wasn't it, on the way down? There's the disco tunnel, safe and sound through there, and a bit of air again. Fast and really good from HAKUNA Matata. Then comes down again. There's the bone shaker. Nice and fast. Here's the berm. Loads of speed into the berm. Oh, look at that up there. Really fast through there. There's the berm, and you can see them wrestling with the front end all the time to keep it down. Get through there. Here's the ramp to finish. Over safe and sound. And oh! Lost it at the end. Meerkat hung on. Off it goes. Those big wheels. I'm not confident. On the way down. Bounces over the bone shaker. The wheel's still intact at this stage. Those big mountain bike wheels. He's losing it now. Straw bales helped him there. Warren, the driver, so far. Oh, he's lost the back end. There's half of it gone. There's still enough left, though, to keep it going forward, and he's loving it in there. 45 seconds. That's not bad at all. BANDBAAJABAARAAT down this course in Mumbai. The first obstacle is that berm, and they're quite low through. Keep an eye on that. There it is. The one on the left, as you look at it, starting to become... There it goes, look. Bang! That was all the wobbling it needed, and from that point on, it was only a kicker. There's the double kicker, the bone shaker. Didn't shake too many bones. Oh, there's the first one. Has it gone? No, it's still on. There he goes. There he goes. So no animals matter of time. There's the on-board shot as he wrestles to try and get the horse off to get across the finish line. Seen in the past can often pose a problem. It should be like this one, though, and if that does translate the turny, twisty bit at the top. Here's the carpool. And the cardboard was OK through there, although it's just starting to move. Look, the bottom there. Spectacular splash there through carpool. On we go. Team total on the way. Here is the bone shaker, the 3-tier. Oh, he's starting to lose it now. Starting to... It's OK. Oh, he caught the bounce towards the finish. And there he is, celebrating a time of 56.53. We've got nice this, doesn't it? Looks like it's going to be good if the suspension holds out. And don't forget what they did tell us is start, though. It's nice and quick around the berm. There we go. That's he just started to hold it. The steering might well be the weakness. That will be a problem. It's a good to get it back again. Now down we go to the kicker. Let's have a look at this. Flies over that. No, Team POSCAR did really well. Lovely, lovely height over that. Look at that. Lots of speed in there. Loads of height. Really like the finish. Concentration etched on his face. Over the finish line. What about the time? 35. Perfect. And this looks like it should be fast. It's narrow, streamlined. It's got the strength around the wheels and the top. If you can keep this going, this could be quite a run for the mean machine. Looks the part, acting like the pro on board. Here we go down towards the car wrecking steps. Brilliant, fantastic run from the mean machine. They are a team that's going to take some stopping here in Lisbon today. They through the water, over the cobbles. Little skin at the back. Oh, that was spectacular through there. And they can celebrate a fantastic time. And look at that, brilliant. To the finish, it's a great run, spectacular finish. To them, they've taken 2 months to build the soapbox. They're really proud of it. And we'll see how it goes here in Johannesburg. Real people. Through the berm, no problem. Not too fast through there, but nice and steady. He's now only got one person for company because we've lost one. Through the berm. And he's thoroughly in control at the moment. Through the chicane, he's got to make sure he doesn't catch those back wings. He's OK. Cheering him on. Down towards the potholes, that's fine. 40 kilometres an hour, that's the fastest we've seen so far. A little bit of a nosedive on landing, but no problem. Over the kicker and over the finish line, 51.0. Looks to me as though it's built to get from top to bottom. Look at the size of the wheels. This is sturdy. This is probably the prototypical looking soapbox. When you see the ones that have been successful in the past, this is fast, there's no doubt about that. Here's the kicker, and a good little leap over there by this team. Towards the finish, picking up speed all the time. Nice and precise there through that little chicane, and then the little chest of the soapbox again, and down towards the finish line. Can they stop it? 36.11. Oh, straight in, nose finish. Look at the onboard here. They can see it. Can they stop it? Can they stop it? Ah, no, 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 no.